Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring Unknown Armies, Book 2. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review, featuring this tabletop role-playing game, where the characters are trying to accomplish their goals through occult means, as they fight the status quo, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about characters, cabals, and the stage. When it comes to Book 1, you have a complete process of character creation, but it is somewhat dry. It is quite mechanical in its explanation. In this chapter, it's all about the theme, all about creating the characters and establishing the cabal. The cabal is the group of adventurers, so to speak, but here you have a cabal of occultists. Following the details in this chapter allows you to create a character that has experienced some sort of trigger event in their lives that expose them to the occult underground. You also establish how passionate they are about things that anger them, that terrify them, that bring out the best in them, or perhaps the worst. You also connect the player characters to the other members of the cabal, and the world itself, the setting. When it comes to the stage, this is all the extra stuff. It serves as the framework for the cabal's earliest foray into the occult underground. The stage is a loose collection of seats for the game master to play with and for the players to use as a sort of wish list of badness. It is the player's job to toss interesting places and colorful people during character creation into the mix. And it is the game master's job to bring all of that to life as the campaign unfolds. Everything is handled as pins on a corkboard, the typical board that is used to unravel or make sense of plans and agendas. You have a blank slate, you toss in ideas concerning the big picture, many objectives for the cabal as a whole. Of course, the cabal is going to focus on a single objective, but you could have objectives that belong to the different members of the cabal, or perhaps secondary objectives on the long run. So you begin to fill out the corkboard, setting an objective, and players take turns describing the event that convinced them that the unnatural was real and could not be safely ignored. You figure out elements, connections, obsessions, identities, and you have plenty of examples to know how this all ties together. It's all about getting plugged in and relating all of these elements to the cabal and the cabal's main objective. Then you dig deeper as you determine how jaded the player characters are because of their notches. You determine further links between the members of the cabal. You make sense of passions and hone obsessions. It's also a good idea to introduce or figure out foils and fine details. One meaning for foil is a character placed for contrast. And you make sense of everything as a group as you end up with a well-established cabal with an objective that ties them directly to the world, to the setting. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to talk about the anatomy of a game session. When it comes to the character creation process, Book 1 has everything that you need. If you wanted to, you could start playing Unknown Armies only using Book 1 for the entire campaign or for many campaigns. But Book 2 further fleshes out everything with lots of great tips and advice. But I still need to talk about the rest of the book, so don't trust me on that yet. Suffice to say, this chapter featuring characters, the cabal, and the like adds color, depth, and complexity to the character creation process in Book 1 without making things more complicated. Thank you for watching this part of the review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. This has been Abraham El Jaguar, a professional game master. If you want me to run a game for you, please check out the pinned comment below. And remember, master roleplay and you will master the game. Once again, thank you, and see you later.